Hello everyone, I'm Jay from the GameBustersUK and welcome back to the post game of Digimon World 2003. So, we defeated Galacticmon in the last episode. They've rebuilt the game, they've rebuilt Digimon Online. Kurt did it. He's pretty much the guy who owns the thing now, because he sort of did, but it was how can I explain it? He was kind of like the main programmer of the thing, and he worked for the Megami, but the Megami was corrupt, so, you know, now he's just kind of taken over, like, completely, you know. I mean, he's the programmer, you know, he designed the whole thing. Surely he would, you know, but I guess he needed, like, actual business associates or something, or I'm guessing Megami came to him and were like, you know, we'll pay you big bucks if you can do this, and then we'll make even more money. And it's like, yeah, okay. But you know, really dodgy. I will be leaving any wild battles in, because you know these are the last 2-3 parts left, so I really don't mind. So we've got Sea Deltamon there. But in this part, now in the post game, basically, what we might have mentioned before, it was a while back, was right at the beginning of the game. The whole point of Digimon Online is that you go around and you literally go around defeating the leaders, kind of like Pokemon, defeat gym leaders. You go and defeat the leaders, you get your badges, and then you have to go to the other server, I believe. Get the leader, get the badges from there, and then you can enter like this world championship. So you can become the world champion. You know, the world champion Digimon Tamer. Whatnot. You can do the same with cars and the car battle. Now, of course, halfway doing that, you know, plot happened the AOA, so we kind of couldn't just play the game like we were going to. Instead, you know, plot happened. But now we're kind of, you know, we're all the way back. You know, there's no AOA. We're all the way back to that kind of thing. So what we couldn't do is we couldn't defeat the leaders of the other server because, well, they were turned into Oikmon. Now we can, and so we're going to one of the first leaders here, which is in Protocol Ruins. Because obviously, like Kurt mentioned, well, not Kurt mentioned himself, but like the administrator or whatever, the receptionist said, you know, there's only the East Sector and the Central Sector, that's it. So they've had to confine everyone, including the Digimon, and one of the tamers is here. Well, actually two. This is a GQ leader, which is actually the second one. I don't really stop much for the dialogue, I just go straight into the battle. Gonna say things here. These are hardest gym leaders by far. You start off with Cherrymon, but if you have a fire type, you're gonna win this battle right here. And there's going to be an old nemesis right after Cherrymon. Very, very annoying. But again, if you have fire, this will help you. Can you guess who the old nemesis is? She's fast and she's annoying. Yeah, she has a Persiamon. This is a stronger Persiamon, and she loves using Helter Skelter. Can you guys remember what Helter Skelter does? If it connects, it turns your Digimon into your rookie form. So you have to Digivolve again, or you have to tag. Yes. But something I didn't really know is that Persiamon is weak to fire. So if you have a fire technique, at least a strong one, use it. Yeah, she keeps spamming it. I think I either Digivolve or I tag. One of the most annoying things about Persiamon is that she's just automatically super fast, right? And if you don't increase your speed up to this point where up to the point where you do fight Persiamon for the first time, her strategy is, you know, turn your Digimon back to your rookie form and attack you again. Because she's so fast, she gets a second turn. But if you train your speed high enough, then she won't be able to kind of emphasize on that. Instead, she'll just, you know, she'll just turn you normal, and then you'll have to waste a turn, you know, Digivolving or tagging or whatever. But she's weak against fire, so if you've got a strong fire attack, you know, go ahead. She's still annoying with her 4 attacks and everything. Luckily, this is the last time we face her, but still, I was not expecting to fight her here, which is, you know, really, really annoying. Now, the only way they'll actually accept you these battles is if you have the 5 arms, the legendary weapons. And I might be wrong. I'm gonna say I'm wrong. Is that I think I mentioned Zambamon as well. Yeah. Before I get on to the legendary weapons, let's discuss Zambamon. Zambamon is annoying as you remember. He's a lot tougher. Does a hell of a lot of damage. He's not weak to fire. He doesn't have any elemental weaknesses, so just use your strongest attacks. And he likes using Hunter Knife. Now, if you remember this technique, Hunter Knife is one of those soul techniques. If they connect, it automatically takes your alloy's soul, and you die. Now, note, if we do that on a boss, it doesn't work because it's a boss. But if the boss does it, we always automatically lose. Now, luckily here, I managed to take out Zambamon without him doing it. But it's not over. We got another leader. So yeah, we're fighting the ZQ leader, which is actually the second leader. But they're all scattered about, and I don't think there's no order. You don't really need to do this in any order. But yeah, you need to get the 5 legendary weapons for them to even, accept you. But I was wrong in thinking that you can't get the legendary. Well, back at the time when I tried researching if it was possible, when I was younger, there was nothing. I went to go and check, and there's now a guide. It's only like recent. It was only like in last year, 2014. So it's only a recent guide. Someone actually did a 2003 post game guide, and they were like, yeah, you can actually get the weapons afterwards. You can. They're all in the circuit board. You just have to scour everywhere. Personally, I think you should just do the. If you want to do it before. Do it before, because it's a lot easier. And if you get lost, there's guides out there so you can tell you where they are. There's no guides for the circuit boards after the post game, really, so you just have to kind of search everywhere mindlessly. So even though I was wrong, I literally thought that you couldn't do it. It seems like it's possible, but I wouldn't have known. Someone only just posted a guide, recently, and I wouldn't have known. So it's handy that it's there, but yeah, I guess it's not a total loss. I wish I'd have known that when I was pretty much a kid, and I was like, oh, what do I do after this post game? No one will fight me. Oh, because I know you can fight the BK Digimon, but apparently, if you fight the BKs, and then look around, you can actually find those armored Digimon. But well, no, and sorry, if you don't have your partner Digimon, because you need your party Digimon as well. Remember the DRI quests? Apparently they're all in the circuit board, so everything is in the circuit board. So have fun, have fun if you didn't do anything, and just did it normally, did the story normally, and then was like, oh, I got this extra, and then you realise you have to do all these quests. Easy to do it before, honestly. But this leader's again, we're gonna fight an opponent that we fought before. Metal Sudramon's not really strong. He's just resilient. It's just a bit resilient. So, yeah. And here's the opponent I'm talking about. Oh, look, it's Andromon. Hi, Andromon. Thank you. I would be all now. Now, Andromon here, he's strong. He is strong, and he also has a soul move. I think that's like atomic laser. I don't know. Again, if it connects, you're screwed. That's it. You die. It's very rare you get to avoid a technique like that. Again, we can't do it, but if he does it, it's over. So yeah, watch out for that if he does do it. I don't think he's as resilient as Metal Sudramon. He's weak to thunder and water, So if you have a thunder technique or water technique or element or whatever, go ahead, use that. But we're about to see here where I should have finished him off. Look, atomic ray. And that's it. That's it. Look, I was owning him, right, with Imperial Digimon, and then, boom, I'm dead. What the hell is that? That's cheap. That is cheap. And the thing is, we can't do it. If we do it, it only works on wild ones, and it doesn't even happen often. It's one of those unfair things, you know, where you can't like put status effects on bosses. Depends. Final Fantasy, you have that. I think you can like poison people and whatnot with bio. But some other games like this one here, you know, you can't. That's annoying. That's very annoying. So yeah, have fun with that. Hopefully you won't be as lucky as me, but I'll just heal him back. So yeah, two of the leaders here, basically the second leader and the third leader. As you'd expect, the first leader is in what would be the CU city. Our friend's there actually. I can't remember his name. Teddy. That's it. If you wanna talk to Teddy, you can. He card battles you, so it is very tough. Well, everyone in this server is really tough. Everyone pretty much cheats in this server. I'm not kidding. They all cheat. And I'm going to talk about cheats. Well, not actual cheats, but cardmon, you know, people that actually cheat in the next part. But yeah, so this, I don't know why it's called the Shinron leader, even though this isn't, well, you know, it's not the name of the city, but well, whatever. Now this one, he has Pheromon. We might remember him. He's weak against fire. So go to town. If you've got a fire technique, go to town. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. You know, these leaders have, you know, the ones that are actually weak to fire. And yes, he was pathetically weak when we first fought him, but he is actually, he's worthy. He's mega worthy. Mega worthy. So I keep clicking. I just sort of do that when I blank out. I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to say. Master Tyrannomon, I don't think he has any weaknesses. No, he does. This is something I didn't know. Master Tyrannomon is weak against ice. Yeah, that's weird. He's a fire type, but he's not weak to water. He's weak to ice. I don't understand that logic. But yeah, and he's very resilient, I'd like to think. But he isn't too tough. But he's another resilient. They have a lot of resilient. A lot of these pretty much have like high health like we do now. So yeah, they're very resilient. They take a while to take down. I think at one point I even saw like someone who was like level 99, and it still took a while. You know, they're just built to be that resilient. Obviously, to give you a challenge, because you know they're like the final leaders. But he's not that tough. He's probably, ironically enough, the weakest. However, I personally think that probably the second and the third leader is harder than the fourth, in my opinion. Well, mainly because they're strong and they have techniques that insta-kill you, and the last one doesn't, and is not as strong. So yeah, there's no order to this. Just, you know, go to town. I'm just literally going to, I went to Prodigal Ruins, did that first, and then I came here. Now the last one you might know is in Tyranno Valley. So yeah, he's standing there in the place of where, ironically enough, Master Tyrannomon was. So yeah, he's not too bad either. Once we do that, if I remember correctly, you can actually go to the reception and basically like, oh look, you know, I finally did it. I could challenge, you know, I can challenge him. I could challenge the world champ. Karamimon, we know about him. He's neutral. I actually thought he was evil. Well, he is dark, but apparently in battle he is neutral, so he has no weaknesses. I guess because he's kind of like whatchamacallit, A combination. A combination. Now this is one of the moves I was talking about, Soul Plunder. It's one of the strongest soul moves. Doesn't do anything against bosses. It's supposed to insta-kill the opponent, if you're lucky. But it doesn't work at all against bosses. I actually use a similar thing in Dragon Quest VIII. There's a move called, I think, Curse Whack or something. It's a weird name. But it insta-kills enemies, but it doesn't do bosses. Of course, it'd be too easy if it did that, I guess, you know. I can get it, but I still think it's unfair that the opponent can do it. But yeah, he's neutral. He doesn't have any resilience, but he doesn't have any weaknesses either. So just choose a technique. Go for it. His most annoying thing is probably his attack because it puts you to sleep. But we've fought him before, so you should be fine. Of course, there's a stronger version of it, but again, very stronger move. Stronger. Can't get my words out today. Strongest moves out there, and yeah, you should be good. But before we go and fight the world champ, we won't be doing it in this part or the next part. Actually, after this, we're going to be doing the last and final card quest. Yep, you didn't think it was over, did you? No, it's never over. No, I'm kidding. But there is one more thing. I don't believe we have to do it, but I want to do it because I am doing everything, you know, 100% completion, because that is how I roll. I can't really guide you too much on if you're still somewhat training. I can't really tell you where Numamons are because I don't know. They're all over the place. You know, all these are all over the place. Same with like Cardmon. They changed a few things with Cardmon. Say for example you fight a level, like, I don't know how they class it, but I think there's like 5 Cardmon. So say like level 5 is the highest. Normally if you defeat a level 5 you get like a booster 14 or a booster 15. Now if you fight a level 5 you get booster 7. I don't know why they changed that for the post game, but that's how they've done it. So they've just moved everything. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, here is the final guy, the Zongwu leader. What's your problem, fool? It is this guy's got a problem, you know. They're all sort of like that. They're all like, oh, another pathetic trainer, you know, you ain't even got the 5 thingies. I mean, I tend to think that they forget that I was the saviour of the world. They seem to take that lightly, don't they? It's just like, yeah, I saved the world, it's no big deal. It's all good. Anyway, we're starting off with Skull Mammothmon. I think it's weak to Thunder. I think. So yeah. At least I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he is. Thunder, or he might be Wind or something, I'm not 100% sure. I think I was trying to use Pildramon's finisher, because I haven't really used it. But yeah. Again, his he don't really do anything. He don't throw any techniques. He just attacks. So, you know, you should be fine. I don't think this actually does that much damage, if I'm honest. Yeah, I just stick to Impact Rush because that's just the best move. If it hits 3 times, of course. Really, Skull Mammothmon is just Mammothmon. It's just a stronger version. He doesn't even do anything, so poor Mammothmon. He's a shell of what he once was, literally. Yep. Boom. But really, he's not that tough. This leader. I still think he's not as strong as the other 2. Monzumon's a little bit stronger, but again, he doesn't like have moves that kind of screw you over so much. I think he has a technique that like lowers your attack, but that's it, really. No paralysis moves or anything, so you know, nothing to worry about really. They're still the strongest leaders by far, but we've still got one more opponent that we have to fight, technically, so we can become the world champion. Cool, quite a bit of damage there. It's definitely stronger than Mammothmon, but that's really what he's got to him. He's got stronger attack, and that's it really. He'll go down just like Skull Mammothmon does. The one after this is arguably weaker, but he is very, very, very resilient because Waramonsumon I think is an ultimate actually. Skull Mammothmon is the only Mega in his team. And Waemon here is an ultimate as well, but Waemon is very, 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 very resilient. Now I think Waemon again has a weakness to Thunder because it's a water type, but even then, it still takes a while. It's got a lot of HP, probably has very, very high defense. It's just a very, very tedious battle if you're not prepared. If you've got any Thunder elements that you can add to your attacks, or if you've got a Thunder technique, a strong one, then I would recommend using it. But even then, I mean, look, 1,600, that would do, normally I'd do about half the health, or if not I would nearly finish him. But 1600, I only did a quarter of his HP. That shows that, you know, this one's seriously got the most HP and the most resilience. I mean, look at that, another, and I've only just got him to a half. That's about what, 3,000 damage? That's a lot. You know, considering a lot of bosses may go down in like 3,000. You know, he has like ×2 that amount of health. I want to say around maybe 5,000, 6,000 HP, maybe even more than my team here have. He has a lot. So I'm doing the damage, but he just won't die. But we got this, guys. We got this. Just one more impact rush or just one normal attack. I don't know if that's actually going to do it. No, it's not. Luckily, I'm not going to get screwed over. You know, he's not going to use Atomic Ray. Somehow he'll use it. No, I'm kidding. Oh no, Hard Rain. Nah, Hard Rain is fine. That's just a water attack. It doesn't do that much damage. It's cool. It's got no you know, no cheap technique that he can get us with. And there we have it. We're done. Now the only thing I don't like about this is that they do not give you any confirmation at all that you've defeated all of the leaders. They don't say anything. You know how they normally say something afterwards and they give you something? They don't. You can speak to them again and they're like, oh, you defeated me, wow. But they don't give you no confirmation. You know, yeah, hey, do you think you are beating me? How do you get so strong? Yeah, whatever. You know, they don't tell you that you've done it. But, oh well. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode, and join me for the last and final card quest part. You know you're looking forward to it. I'll see you then.